everyone, it's Danielle with Explosive Cosmetics. I am going to be making a soap called Sweet Melon today. It is a blend of watermelons, cantaloupe, honeydew, mango, papaya, and some berries. So it'd be nice for spring and summer coming up. It's a nice, fresh, fruity scent. And this is just my milk and clays. I'm going to go ahead and get these in before I do the lye. I had heard that this fragrance does a little bit of ricing, so just going to try to get everything in here beforehand in case I have a problem with it. Which overall I think it should be fine. Go ahead and get my gloves on. Now I'm going to be doing an in the pot swirl of some white, some pink, orange, and green. And then I'm wanting to, for the top, I am hoping it cooperates with me. But I'm wanting to do some little tiny dollops on the top to kind of look like a little melon balls, like for your, like whenever you do like the little, yeah, you guys know what I mean, the melon balls like for melons and all that, but I want it to kind of look like that. And of course to do that it has to be the right consistency, so I just hope it cooperates. Okay. I also already have my sodium lactate in my lye water too. So, hope, no ricing. I don't see any. I'm trying to bring it a little closer to see. But it doesn't look like it. Looks good. Okay. So I'm going to pour off for some of the colors. Alright, that looks about what I want. Alright, so I'm going to do the main color white in here for the in a pot swirl. It always looks like I'm putting so much of that titanium dioxide in now. Since I have changed to the water dispersible. Alright, that looks good. I am going to pour up just a touch of this. I'm wanting to do a small little layer on the top before I do the dollops, just to kind of separate it a little bit. So that should be good. I'm just wanting very little bit of white actually in the swirling on the bottom. So that looks okay. Make sure I got that white all the way mixed in. Okay. So I set that aside. Alright, good enough. Now let's see here. What colors was I going to do? Oh yeah. Pink, orange, and green, right? Yes. This would be the orange. Whoops, a little too much pink. Well, this one will be pink. This one will be pink. I'm working with some new, I mixed up some new colorants today. Wow, that's pretty nice. And I thought, that's a red color, but it was supposed to be more of a pink when you mixed it. It turns pretty bright pink. So just a smidgen of that, and then more yellow. That should do it. There we go. Pale green, so I think I'm going to put a little titanium dioxide in this one. Kind of get like a honeydew color. Just the perfect consistency that I want it now, so need to get moving, so I don't let it thicken up too much. So that's the way it always goes. Alright. Alright, so this bucket's a little deep, so I hope you guys will be able to see what I'm going to do. Just going to kind of plop the collars here and there in it. Yeah, you guys aren't going to see that in there. Sorry, guys. Need a little bit from the top. So that's what I'm doing right there. I just put two kind of plops in there. And I'm going to put plop, plop, and then plop, plop, and then go with my, my spatula. And then just kind of swirl it real lightly in there. You don't want to do too much because it normally will it swirls whenever you're pouring it, so. I should have got a wider bucket, I guess, because my tripod doesn't sit up very high, so I can't get a good view of like going right down on it, because I know when I tried before of putting it on the table, the tripod on the table, it just would shake the whole time from the table. This table is really, so I'm just going to swirl, go down the middle once, bring it up, and you can see it's a little swirled like on the spoon. Just going to get that excess off there. Alright, so go ahead and pour. Make sure you guys can see this good. Okay. I'll try to get this out the best I can without trying to mix the colors a lot. So I'm going to smack this down real fast. There we go. So that's the way that looks in there. I'm going to position my camera just, there we go. That's a little better for you guys. Alright, so this, just wanting to put a little bit of the white on top of that. Should be thick enough for me to go ahead and pour it on. That is good. I'm going to go smack this down. Okay. So now I need the topping to get just a touch thicker for me to do some dollops of the rest of the colors. We're almost there, but it needs to be just a little thicker than that. I kind of want to make them stay up nice and firm when I do it. So I do believe if I tried to do it now, it would just be too loose. Probably about 5 more minutes. So I am going to wait for these colors, and I will bring you guys right back. Alright guys, so I think it's almost at the perfect consistency now to do what I want. I know when I start to do it, it'll thicken up as I go too, so just wanting to do some little dollops here and there. Which I guess, yeah, they're not exactly round, so they don't really look like melon balls, but I think you guys get what I'm trying to do here. And I did take my gloves off because when I'm doing fine detail like this, I just cannot work with them gloves on. And I'm probably right in your guys' way. I'm very sorry. Just putting some little dollops though on top. Trying to make them as spaced out equally so I can kind of get the colors to cover the whole top. Okay. I might, depending on how much I have left, I might even build it up a little taller. Not for sure. Just kind of winging it. You'll see what we do. And please feel free, this is going to take me quite a little bit of time, so please feel free to fast forward. You can always fast forward when I'm trying to do all this little minor detail work here. It always takes a while. Try to just fill in all these little gaps the best I can. To put just a little bit more green in the bottom. It's okay. Shape these just a little bit more. Soap is starting to thick up just a bit more than I want it to, but still workable. Alright, I think I have one more green. Right here. Alright. A few more gaps. Orange. Alright. One more orange. I can probably do two more orange. Right here. Okay. Fill in the rest of these little gaps here a little bit. Okay, let's see. Turn it this way. think we're pretty good. Alright, there's a couple of these greens that are aggravating me a bit, and we need to fix them. Okay. Actually, I'll just go around to all of them and fix them up just a little bit. The ones that are a little sloppy. Another orange. Alright, that looks good. Yeah. I'm going to go tap it down just a little bit, just to make sure that it will go down on that white layer and not have so many gaps. So, be right back. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to do some glitter on top. All right. I think, well, I got a different color glitter and I was debating on if I'd use it. I'm just sprinkle just real lightly some of that. I have kind of a neon coral glitter. I'll put just a little bit of it on top. Just good enough. Fix that real fast. Okay. Alright guys, so this one is what I am going to be calling Sweet Melon. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys would like to come and visit my Facebook page, I normally will always put pictures of the finished soap and everything if you'd like to come visit. I always put the links down in the description bar. And thank you guys very much for watching and subscribing. Have a great day.